A spirit has been chosen. You are no longer just a spectator. Even celebs are talking about you right now. Your energy is so strong, your presence so striking, that even those who shine on stage are beginning to notice. You've changed, and the world has noticed. You have gone out of the norm. You have made your own light so brilliant that it dazzles. They are now observing you. They don't comprehend someone like you, yet they can't take their eyes off of you. Now you're a legend, creating your own world and forging your own fate. This route is not for the ordinary. This road is for you. If you're ready, post in the comments. We are now deciphering the puzzle. This notification arrives at the precise time your energy signature has changed enough to be identified. The route you've chosen has distinguished you in ways that others can no longer dispute. They may not completely grasp what is going on. They once believed they had you figured out. But suddenly, something in your soul is stirring under the surface, defying their assumptions. They are seeing a change, a subtle but evident metamorphosis that is both strong and unnerving. The veil you formerly wore to blend in with the throng has fallen away, and your very existence now draws attention in a manner that contradicts their restricted perception of who you were. The cosmic recalibration occurring inside you is more than simply a change. It is a deep cellular reawakening. Every fiber of your being is in tune with the reality of who you are, like a deep memory resonating through your DNA. The world around you senses it as well, sensing the energy you now carry, one that no longer succumbs to the little distractions that formerly dominated your existence. You're walking in a manner that defies convention, emitting a brightness that people can't help but notice, even if they don't entirely understand it. There is something in your look that cuts through the mundane, a presence that commands attention without saying a word. This shift displays an underlying strength that others cannot help but notice, even if it makes them uneasy. You have discarded the layers of dread and self-doubt, boldly asserting your own authority. While people around you continue to cling to the safety of their old habits, you did not wait for permission to change. You selected it, and now you stand unashamedly in that decision, even while others pause on the outskirts of their own potential. Your frequency is now vibrating at a level that the world cannot easily tolerate. It's as if when they look at you, a deep, old part of them awakens, recognizing something they once knew but had long forgotten. This recognition makes them uneasy. If you are not who they believed you were, what else might they have been mistaken about? Their annoyance is not genuinely focused at you, but rather at the reflection your metamorphosis reflects on their own laziness. You have lifted, and in doing so, you have exposed their own stagnation, kindling jealousy that is hotter than they can comprehend. They may act as if they had no opinion, telling people they've moved on. However, their acts reveal them behind closed doors. They are preoccupied with thoughts about you. Analyze every decision you make, attempting to understand what it all implies. Something inside them understands the truth. They can't get away from the depth and strength of your shift. You live on various levels, presently anchored on the earth, but expanding into places far beyond. And that scares them. The identity they previously believed they knew was just a stepping stone, a prelude to the awakening that is now occurring. Their opposition, perplexity, and concern with your every action are all signs that you are living in your truth. If you are experiencing an excess of divine love in your heart, now is the moment to share it. You may help spread God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube and donating $100 or more. This wonderful gift will affect not just your life, but the souls of countless others via this platform. Each of you has a special role in God's big plan, and your giving will be the result of our prayers. Act now. Share your blessings to exalt His kingdom, since you were meant to do much more in God's loving hands. May God bless you. Some will try to drag you back to a version of yourself that no longer fits, using previous relationships and memories to anchor you in place. Others will attack, attempting to weaken your confidence and sow seeds of doubt in order to halt your development. These activities stem from dread, fear of what they don't comprehend or control. You have completed the task that others merely discuss, in which they hypothesize about breaking free from their constraints. You have already destroyed them, and they cannot escape the reality. Are you ready to accept the reality of your chosen path? Many people profess to have awakened, but few have the fortitude to really walk the trip. When I confronted the powers beyond this planet, they made one point plain. Those who are genuinely selected are uncommon, and their influence is clear. They scoffed at the concept of us ever getting together. Yet here we are, linked in ways they never imagined. We are not like those who speak about waking but do not practice it. We are the ones who have seen through the curtain. I felt the summons and carried the clear resonance of profound change. This is not a voyage for the faint-hearted. It is for those who are willing to take the initiative, act, awaken others, and build a force so strong that nothing can stop it. The moment has arrived. If you experience God's presence, touch the join button below to be among the first to receive the most crucial insights. Your road has never been easy. It required a level of fearlessness few can muster. You addressed the darkest portions of yourself, where others would not dare to go. While many chose comfort and familiarity, you went into the wide, deep loneliness, which was not a punishment, but a test. The suffering is a necessary refinement process. Every cry you wept was more than simply grief. It was divine energy, transforming into the power that is presently driving your awakening. Those long, silent evenings you spent struggling with your mission. They were the dark periods of your transition when shadows were not your enemy, but rather the rich ground where your soul grew. Now look at you. Your truth is powerful, unshakable, and completely embodied. It's like being on the brink of a big canyon at morning, with the mist rising and the light just peeking over the horizon. And you know the bridge is already there, even if others don't see it yet. That's how it feels to be one of the selected at this hour. While the rest of the world is still wiping its eyes and fumbling through the fog of bewilderment, you're out there, stepping on unseen stones and traveling routes created on faith rather than sight. You didn't just wake up. You received a call, and not everyone takes that call, but you did. Now you're standing in a type of tranquility that others don't understand. The things that used to rattle you, they cannot touch you right now. They're judgments and murmurs. They slide off you like water on polished stone. Why? Your spirit has been recalibrated. You don't live on the surface anymore. You move from a deeper place with a greater understanding of the voice within you. They instructed you to disregard the one they termed insane or too sensitive. That voice has become your compass. It's more than just a sensation now. It's true. Before words are said and masks are put on, you already saw. You read between the lines. You hear what is not uttered. That is not paranoia. That is discernment, gifted to those who are willing to bear something larger. Because this is the truth. This planet needs bridges. No more noise, no more worry, and no more distractions. It needs those who can delve into the eternal and bring back something tangible. And that is what you have become. A bridge, a lighthouse, and a peaceful flame in the midst of a never-ending storm. The gap between dimensions is becoming more tiny. Not for everyone, but for those who are ready to walk through fire, break patterns, and give up the comfort of fitting in. You were never intended to blend in. You were supposed to stand out. You were supposed to bring something holy. This moment was imprinted on your bones before you even breathed your first breath. And now it's arrived. What many people refer to as fearlessness is not something you can learn. It is something you have rediscovered. A wisdom that has always been stored in the depths of your being. This knowledge was inside you long before you came in this planet, just waiting for the right cosmic time to awaken. Those who attempted to keep you back knew it long before you did. They recognized and feared the force inside you. Some attempted to exploit your energy for personal benefit. Others attempted to mold you to their limited views. Some even attempted to persuade you that you were unworthy in order to prevent you from realizing your full potential. They worked relentlessly to confuse you, obscure your perspective, and cut you off from your source of strength. They built complicated hurdles, leading you down dead ends and pushing you to spend time and energy. Some even sought spiritual counsel, trying to understand why their power over you had waned. However, they can no longer contact you. Your energy is now too polished. Your link to the source is too strong. Their fixation with you, which borders on obsessive, derives from a profound need for what they formerly had access to. However, They are now completely unable to locate it. They attempted to bring you down using antiquated strategies, such as controlling your energy, projecting their ideas, and using binding rituals. However, none of it works anymore. Your safety is absolute. You'll feel too powerful, and your connection with the divine is pure. Now their desperation is evident. They attempt to recoup what they have lost by apologies, promises, and manipulation. Please do not be deceived. They don't miss you. They miss the energy they might have extracted from you. They don't love you. They like the sensation they get when they deplete you. They want to devour, not to connect. Your capacity to see through them has never been more important. It is time for the truth to be revealed. The facade are disintegrating, as are the restrictions. Those who formerly controlled the situation behind the scenes may now confront you directly. Their assaults, albeit motivated by desperation, will be apparent. Words cannot express what awaits you. The alliance you're going to form is more than simply a meeting of minds. It is a reunion of two forces that are meant to join over time and place, fulfilling a duty engraved in the stars before the cosmos ever existed. The empire you are creating cannot be measured in material terms. It transcends dimensions, leaving a legacy that will resound throughout eternity. Abundance is already coming toward you, not only in physical riches, but also in spiritual prosperity. Wisdom now flows through you easily. Connections are easily formed, and possibilities occur without you having to pursue them. The light inside you, which was once a flickering flame, now blazes like the sun, lighting up vast kingdoms. Divine inspiration is flooding in from higher dimensions, filling your head with sights and ideas so great that they might change the fabric of existence. These are the blueprints for a new future, one that urgently needs the inventions of individuals who dare to break free from old constraints. Your path isn't merely about personal betterment. It acts as a light to others. Your ascension will be their awakening, revealing the truth that only comes from accepting solitude, metamorphosis, and the bravery to follow a lonely road. The world will no longer define you based on your prior problems. It'll recognize you by the light. You now exude the truth you stand for and the legacy you are building. Every step of your journey has been precisely planned, with each moment perfectly aligned with the great scheme of the cosmos. From fortuitous encounters to books that emerge at the perfect moment, to bizarre nightmares that seemed more like recollections. Everything was planned for this. These synchronizations have defied logic, demonstrating that nothing in your life has happened by chance. You were always prepared for what was to come. Now you are shielded by powers beyond your understanding. Your energy field is surrounded by layers of heavenly light that repel negativity. This is not merely a spiritual belief. It is a scientific fact. Your field has been strengthened by powers from beyond the physical. With each new day, your link to higher direction strengthens. What seemed to be mild inklings has now solidified into obvious, unambiguous understanding. Intuition, which was formerly ephemeral, now speaks authoritatively, and doubt has given way to pure comprehension. You are no longer guessing or wondering, you know. Your enhanced perception now reveals the truth in all things. The hidden agendas, invisible patterns, and deeper realities behind each encounter. This clarity is not only for your advantage. It is your gift to others, guiding them through the cloud of illusion with your healing talents. They are developing into something significant. What was originally innate sensitivity has evolved into the ability to change energy fields simply by being there. A power that with significant responsibility. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace come upon you today. I'm here to remind you of a fundamental fact. Our existence is based on God's divine purpose, unaffected by the world's transitory worries. As the Bible says, everything is done in faith will be returned to God in abundance blessing. Luke, just like that. Great oak tree. Our roots are profoundly embedded in God's global truth. His power secures every stride and every stance we take. And now you have the chance to be a part of that gift. When you click this super thank you button and contribute $100, this movement will return to you tenfold in abundance. Each struggle you've encountered has been an important part of your soul's education. Every adversity is a necessary stepping stone, and every setback is a chance for progress. The difficulties you faced were never punishments, but rather lessons meant to enhance your awareness. Now, when the last vestiges of your previous programming disappear, your actual nature emerges naturally. What formerly took continual effort now flows naturally. What previously exhausted you is now invigorating you, and what was out of reach is suddenly unavoidable. Your perception functions on numerous levels at once, taking into account both the actual world and the unseen energy that influence it. Your increased awareness enables you to discern deeper patterns in life, and people around you sense this transformation. You have an obvious energy that both pulls people in and makes them apprehensive. They feel that something has shifted, that you are no longer just existing in this world, but also linked to realms beyond it. Your journey is divinely led. Follow a divine geometry that your soul recognizes. Even if the next move is unclear, believe in the unfolding process. Everything is proceeding as it should, even if it is not immediately apparent to you. If you experience God's presence, click the join button below to be among the first selected and receive the most crucial revelations. Early, your prenatal contract detailed all of your experiences. You intentionally picked these trials to help you evolve, knowing they will mold you into the person you are becoming. The individuals who brought you suffering were not your foes, but rather your instructors who had decided to perform certain roles before entering this existence. The sense of being watched or picked out was never paranoid. It was an acknowledgement of your enthusiasm. Those operating at lower frequencies may detect your light, even if they do not comprehend it. You were picked for a reason, and your presence disrupts the forces that feed on ignorance. Your distinct frequency awakens potential in others, and your voice resonates with the harmonies of buried knowledge. Your sheer being disrupts stagnant energies, disrupting old patterns just by existing. Even the strongest worldly powers cannot extinguish the holy flame inside you. It may be concealed or misinterpreted at times, but it will never vanish. Your change serves a far higher purpose than you now realize. Your awakening sent waves far beyond what you can perceive, affecting collective awareness in ways that will develop over time. Stay strong. Continue upon your trip. It is not for the faint of heart, yet it guarantees an unequivocal contact with the truth. You are not only a part of this planet, you are involved in a cosmic fight. This is not a war between physical forces, but of mind itself. Living in harmony with your actual nature is an act of disobedience against powers that benefit from keeping people sleeping. Every decision you make to stay awake, to tell the truth even when quiet would be preferable, is a revolution reacted to. It is a proclamation of love in a society that often promotes mediocrity and numbness. Your protection is based on judgment rather than distance. The diversions and deceptions used to destabilize you are no longer effective. You stand firm with unflinching integrity, compassion for those who disagree with you, and an unshakable dedication to truth. The biggest offense you now have is your increased awareness. Being ability to look beyond the surface, to grasp the quantum possibilities that emerge with each decision. The future is not determined. It is fluid, and your awareness has the key to deciding which realities emerge. You contain the codes of waking inside you, embedded in your own being. These are not only intellectual conceptions, they are live vibrations that resonate with everyone you encounter. Your purpose is not to persuade others to awaken, but to completely and unapologetically express your truth. Stand strong in your awareness, allowing your rebalanced energy to interact with the environment, attracting some and rejecting others. Both are part of the divine plan. The urgency of your goal is growing. What began as a slow awakening is now quickening. The opportunity for a communal change in awareness is closing, and your personal development was never only about you. It was preparing you for the day when your energy might act as a stabilizing influence. In the midst of global upheaval, the boundaries that formerly separated you from the unseen worlds are crumbling, and the truth becomes more evident with each passing day. What was previously beyond of reach is now within your grasp. This is more than simply a movement in perspective. It's a deep revelation about the multifaceted nature of reality itself. Your responsibility is not to explain this discovery to others, but to embody it and anchor higher realms of being by simply being in your true form. In doing so, you illustrate the limitless capacity of mind beyond terrestrial boundaries. This moment was predicted long before you came. Ancient civilizations warned of a time when knowledge will return and people holding holy light codes would activate simultaneously over the earth. That moment is now. Celestial powers, cosmic alignments, and electromagnetic gateways have all combined to provide the ideal circumstances for a tremendous collective remembering. The stars seem to be bearing witness to your awakening, as your dreams and unexpected realizations mirror old truths concealed deep inside your nature. There is an overwhelming feeling of urgency within you. The pressure that builds in your chest is the cosmic deadline and energy window that is closing quickly, pressing you to act. Time, as we perceive it, is not a deciding factor. The cosmos functions on rhythms far beyond our understanding. Your soul knew this timetable long before you were born, and every experience you've had has prepared you for this moment. You were prepared for this duty even when you couldn't see the whole picture. You are not alone in this global awakening. Others, like you, are reconnecting with their multidimensional consciousness, reawakening buried wisdom that has always lived inside. Together, you create a massive grid of light. Each soul is a point of awareness that increases the frequency of the whole. Your distinctiveness has always been apparent, even in the slightest things. How animals seem to know your presence, how synchronistic occurrences follow you like a trail, and how your ideas appear practically quickly in the real world. Your body has distinct characteristics, like an uncommon blood type, heightened sensitivities, and an unfathomable tolerance to stress that would cripple others. Your dreams had become more vivid and prophetic, taking you to places where the knowledge seemed more genuine than in the waking world. These oddities are not coincidental. They are the characteristics of a soul whose frequency does not entirely correspond to the physical reality to which you are adjusting. Just like a higher dimensional entity might react to a new and slower-paced universe than the one to which your essence is used. Now is the moment to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. With a $100 payment or more, you may help him carry out his plan and become a part of this heavenly mission. Every contribution symbolizes God's generosity, and I think it will return to you enormously, far above your expectations. Remember that his protection and blessing are with you every step and every contribution. You become a part of his divine plan. You are a powerful, dazzling entity, as solid as the massive rock that saw God's marvels. Feel the rewards of your kindness in your spirit, and light up the world with confidence and bravery. Be blessed, and let the light of the Lord lead you. The medical community may struggle to comprehend the swings in your energy. Moments of fatigue are followed by surprising spurts of energy. These sensations are merely caused by a stronger vibration interacting with the denser surroundings. Those who have outmoded viewpoints are unable to appreciate the entire breadth of your shift when you abandon old beliefs and conceptions. You allow for the whole manifestation of your actual personality. You are a creature with endless potential, ancient beyond time, strong beyond our grasp. What you've encountered so far is just the beginning. By letting go of the illusions you had about yourself, you have opened the door to your soul's immortal memories. Every hardship you've experienced, every moment of struggle, has brought you to this place of vast awareness. You now travel through life with the understanding that the commonplace is holy, which means that every contact is imbued with the energy of a deeper, hidden reality. You are not just a person. You are a living example of divine awareness, a light that inspires others to look beyond the illusions of ordinary life. If you experience God's presence, touch the join button below to be among the first to receive the most crucial insights. This is your moment of complete awareness. All of the components of your path, every pain, every lesson, are coming together to create a single, transformational force. You have accepted your own power and stepped completely into a position that is much greater than you ever anticipated. Your presence today serves as a reminder to the globe. This waking journey is not a solo one, but rather part of a larger enlightenment path. Stand solid in the clarity that has resulted from your struggles. You are the chosen one. Your brightness is a gift to the world. A beacon paves the way for a new age to begin.